We knew when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade that there would be further actions when it comes to restricting access to abortions at the state level. And one of the battle lines now is trying to essentially banish abortion pills, as they are called, medication abortions, from pharmacies in all sorts of states around the country. And there is now controversy involving Walgreens and some other chains related to this. The relatively new governor of Massachusetts, Democrat Maura Healey, has issued a declaration: pharmacies must stock abortion pills. The Associated Press reports the governor of Massachusetts reminded pharmacies Wednesday they are required to stock a key abortion pill, despite a nationwide effort by anti-abortion activists to ban the medication. The action comes as a federal judge in Texas is considering a lawsuit that would overturn decades-old federal approval of the drug. Democratic Governor Maura Healey issued a written statement saying pharmacies must maintain, quote, a continuous, sufficient supply of all family planning medications, including mifepristone, misoprostol, emergency contraception, and contraceptive prescriptions. Now, this is great, but there's already very little problem with abortion access in the state of Massachusetts. But the most important takeaway is that this is an action, the trying to block and ban and prevent these drugs from being available. This is being carried out by a political movement that claims to be pro-life when this is actually an extraordinarily anti-life thing to be doing. Limiting access to abortion pills, which is the next sort of battle that they're fighting now. It's bad health policy, and it's also extraordinarily counterproductive to their own stated goals. Number one, abortion pills are a safe and effective way to terminate pregnancies in their early stages. When you limit access to these drugs, it can lead to more unsafe methods of abortion, more dangerous methods of abortion, and it can delay abortion until later in the pregnancy, which is never an ideal thing to look for. It puts the health of women at risk. It can potentially put the lives of women at risk. Unsafe abortions are a leading cause of maternal mortality worldwide. So when you limit access to the abortion pills, you're essentially forcing women either to have later abortions or to have more dangerous abortions. And it's a very bad thing when you look at the health data. Now, of course, the people that are against the pills don't care. And to some degree, they believe if we limit access to these pills, a lot of these women simply won't have abortions altogether. But we can talk about that as well. When you limit access to abortion pills, there's the philosophical issue, which is you're violating the bodily autonomy of these women. Women should have the right to have these tools available and to decide with freedom and liberty, is this something I want to use or not? Let me make a decision about my body and my health with doctors. When you limit access to these medications, you violate that fundamental principle of freedom, liberty, and bodily autonomy, which these right-wingers claim to defend. But then let's go to the end, okay? Think of the economic and social consequences of this. If you succeed at preventing abortions by making the pills difficult to access, women, if they choose not to have if they're unable to have the abortion because you limit access to these pills, they might end up carrying to term and ending up with a child that they were unprepared for or for whatever reason did not want to have. You then have a situation where, and I know that this sounds so cold, right? But the economic impact, you are now going to have individuals who will lose income due to time off, suffer economic hardships, people who have children that they don't want to have. The outcomes aren't good for the parents and they're not good for the kids. And so then you lose the economic productivity of that person. It sounds crazy to even be talking about it, but this is part of their entire thing. If that's something you care about, then your actions in trying to ban these pills are counterproductive. Not to mention, for those pregnant mothers who do have the ability to go to another state, for example, to obtain the pills or obtain a surgical abortion, now they are going to have to take time off. And that's going to have an economic impact as well. So no matter what you care about, whether you care about philosophy and ethics, liberty and freedom, whether you care about safety, whether you care about economic productivity, whatever you care about, trying to prevent access to these medications makes no sense whatsoever. One of our sponsors is CuriosityStream, the best place to find and watch documentaries on politics, history, science, technology, nature, you name it, they have it. CuriosityStream has a deeper collection of documentaries than any other streaming service. They add new titles every week, including exclusive award-winning films and shows you can't watch anywhere else. I just watched Ancient Engineering. Fascinating insights into how stuff was built before modern technology and the Industrial Revolution. You can watch CuriosityStream on all of your devices, phone, desktop, game console, smart TV. I'm always finding great documentaries on CuriosityStream that I can't find on any other platforms. It's really the only place to go for documentaries. And they have a special deal for my audience. You can get CuriosityStream for 25% off. Just go to curiositystream.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.